Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Subnautica. Lord Generias, your maintenance guy, about to undertake the, how to put this, journey. Now, I've played this game before. I'm gonna just delete this real quick. And I have platinumed this game, but I can come back to this game 100 times and 100 times again because it is just a good game. Now, as I record this, I have a somewhat, I'm going to say minor cold, or cold in the making. I've got a headache, sniffles, moderate chest congestion, I'd say. And every time I inhale, it feels like I'm inhaling cold air straight up my nostrils. So, either I'm going to delete this video, or we're gonna just play it and see how all things go. And I'm slightly sleep deprived, so that's a second challenge. I've already recorded some below zero, but this game, it may not have the comforts of the quote-unquote sequel. Sometimes it feels sort of like an expansion pack. But it's still a great game. It has more vehicles and the stasis rifle, which is, oh boy. And shot right to the forehead with a panel cover. Ouch. And the fire. Don't forget the fire, which thankfully hasn't moved over to where we're sitting. Hot, 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 hot. Okay, that's that. That's some sturdy glass. And even in the future, it takes forever to load.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome.
Well, thank you very much.
Rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
That's just Andy. Well, let's check the glove box. Switch container. You do forget some stuff over the time you haven't played this. I'll say that. Let's grab that. Secondary systems offline, which means no circuitry test, no distress broadcast. Great. Hey, little fella, how you doing? Holy crap. Well, reasonable starting location.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. Zero human life.
Sorry about that, had to sneeze there real quick. And yes, it hurt. Ow. Okay, triangle to jump. L1, R1 up and down. And a Gary fish. First fish we spot, Gary. Apologies for the sniff.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely.
Oh, hog! Ow! Okay, that really hurt. Normally I'm better at evading those little twerps, but... Okay, why was he horizontal? Seriously, look at it, look at his nest. It's horizontal. What the hell? Yeah, well. Oh, son of a gun!
Cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component.
Ah! Little twerp came up. He pulled a 180. Ooh. Just for that. Taking your sulfur. Give to me the thing.
Oxygen.
If only there was an underwater sprint button, that'd be nice. Okay, we'll do one more little lap around this little spot and okay, it's not going to be the most talkative episode because the more I talk, the more it seems my sinuses want to get stuffed up. Oh, would you look at that? Huh. That little batch of clouds over there becomes brighter when I bring up the pad. Huh. I wonder if something might be over there. Yeah, platted the game, got all the data logs and everything. Pretty much nothing majorly hidden from me. Grabbing a tissue to clear my nose up just a little. What was I doing? Sleep deprivation and a cold, folks. Not the best combination. Let's see. I can make some flares, but I don't need those just yet. And I don't think I've ever really used a lot of flares. Let's make an O2 tank. Because that is always useful. Let's see. Battery and titanium. Battery and titanium, huh? Okay, let's make a battery. To do so, of course, requires some mushrooms. Oh, beautiful spawn location, I gotta say. I think I only got one copper? Much copper. 2 copper. You know what? 2 copper, 2 batteries. I have played this game so much I have that that recipe memorized. Oh. High capacity O2 tank. That'll be for somewhat later. Yeah, and again, folks, apologies profusely for my stuffed up nose. It is just, trust me, it's as bad as it sounds. Maybe worse. Oh, would you look at that? Metal salvage, aka titanium, ready to be made. Yep, no, you're not getting away. You're coming with me. Oh, this is Peeper Central. Ah, I see. Come to Pop. Ooh. Come to Riley. I got plans for you. Oh, I just about had you. You do not escape me. Now I saw some oxygen. Come on. Yeah! Chase the bubble. So it's explained somewhere in the game that your oxygen tank has a device on it, or some kind of thing, that automatically siphons oxygen and breathable atmosphere out of any nearby source, be it a bubble underwater, a pipe pulling air down to the water, or just general air. So that means it's got some kind of air compressor and mixing system to collect what it needs. Target acquired. And for those of you who have not played Subnautica, bladderfish, these little guys here, are your primary source of water. Some people eat them. That is not a good idea. They don't provide much sustenance. What they do provide is a filtered water, which, let's see, H2O, 6 ounces, filtered using an all-organic membrane. So the fish itself is used as a filter. The only case you will ever find of non-vegetarian water. How do you like that? And you can cook food, which is immediate consumption, which we're going to do with our peeper here. And if I got, nope, I don't have 2 peepers. 32 food and a little bit of water, and look at that. We got seven peepers. I have been installing a game off to the side there, which it probably didn't appear on the recording. I will let it be a surprise, and I'm hopeful that you'll like when I put a few recordings out for that. And like with Subnautica Below Zero, the episode I filmed of the episodes I filmed for that, I'm wearing a new pair of glasses, so if it takes me a second to read something off the screen, it's because I'm taking the time to either lean forward or just generally adjust my eyes. Excuse me. Oof. And my golden rule in this game, always keep 2 waters and a decent amount of food. I prefer cured food because it lasts permanent. It doesn't go bad. So 2 salted peepers and 2 waters will get you out of the emergency zone and should give you plenty to work with to get to safety. Now we will convert the salvage into titanium, the basic building material.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
Oh, good.
It is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
I tell you what, you keep an eye on that, please. And hopefully, good things will happen. And we're going to need a few of these. Waterproof lockers. Always make use of waterproof lockers early on in the game. You will need them on a near constant basis. Okay, and since we have a spare battery, I could use it to recharge. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make some glass. And with glass and a battery, not titanium for some reason, titanium doesn't enter into this equation, I can have a flashlight. Huzzah, I have light. The scanner, the single most important tool in the game that lets you analyze things and then make new things. Flashlight, slightly useful, not vital. And always put your items away when you're traveling if you don't immediately need them. For example, I don't necessarily need a source of light right now. It's just bright enough. I got my screen turned up just enough I can see what the heck I'm doing. And this is creepvine. These are creepvine seed clusters. Thank you for letting me know I've got 30 seconds of oxygen left, or breathable atmosphere in my tank left. I know the names of most of the creatures in this game, but for the life of me, you're not going to get a lot of the names out of me because I just don't remember them all the time. Especially sleep deprived and with a cold. My mental faculties are not quite up to hallucination level, but I'm not doing great. What was I doing? I was making silicon rubber. And silicon rubber is made in batches of 2. Now, how many seed clusters? 3 seed clusters. I'll make one more thing of rubber. Let's go for 2 things of lubricant, which will be useful later. I think at most you're going to need like 6 or 7 lubricant throughout the entire game if you're careful. And with this much material, I should be able to make a knife. Yep, knife. The third most important tool you're going to have in this game.
Following the massacre on Braxis Prime, the knife remains the only exception.
Which is a bad idea because you can get a lot done with a knife.
To provide environment appropriate equipment using locally available materials.
Okay, fins. Those let you swim 20% faster. Boy, that night went by quick. Oh. I'm going to ignore that sound because I don't know what it is. Like I said, I know what a good number of things are. I don't know what everything is. I often play Subnautica listening to YouTube, to be honest. This is a coral tube, one of the most important things in the game. And if you combine a coral tube with salt, you get bleach. And then for some reason, if you use bleach in the machine, the fabricator, you get 2 things of water. So you spend 2 items, get 1 item, and then 2 items. Which I have come to the conclusion, and I hope rightly so, that a smart thing to do is to hoard a lot of bleach and then use it to filter the water. Now we're heading toward the Aurora here before the event. I'm sure not going in. But what we're doing here is there is stuff to be acquired, or located at least. There's some salt right there, that little chunklet right here. And these crates contain useful things to scan. Laser cutter, very useful tool later in the game. It eventually does become useless. But, sometimes you can...
Scans suggest the spire supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Hey, is that right? Note to self, combine bladderfish and rubber to get a flotation device that helps you rapidly ascend to the surface. They upgraded it in below zero, so that instead of like a, say, from down here I'd say it'd be a 4 or 5 second trip up. In below zero, it's a 2 to 3 second, or it's a 1 to 2 second trip up. And that's if you hit something on the way. Makes me laugh every time I think of it. Hello, my little beacon. You are a very useful tool. Top 5. You need 2 of them. Great. You honking! Oh, that scared the hell out of... Oh, there was 2 of them. Oh. Good God. I thought I spotted a very good item for later on. Turns out I didn't. Oh. Well, he got what he deserved. He and his buddy. He and his neighbor. Give me the coffee machine. Oh. Good God. Just out of nowhere. Just whoa! Scare the crap out of me, will you? You got what you deserved, I say. Oh. Be still my poor heart. Normally for that transgression I would destroy the nest, which I think keeps them from respawning there. But you know what? The greatest revenge... Damn it. The greatest revenge one can wreak upon an enemy is to ignore them. So I will ignore them. Can't get near enough to the Aurora. There's still some radiation there. And that's going to get worse as time passes. See if we can get some copper. I like me some copper. That's going to be a problem, because over there is stuff that I would like. Nope, thought I spotted something in the distance that I wanted, but nope. Well, I'm going to say this trip wasn't a total bust, but I did not get what I wanted. There's a thing over there, typically anyway, that I really make use of later in the game. Yeah. But nope, no sign of it, so let's pick up one more thing of this. Okay, we have been there. That's the one near the salt deposit. So hold the surfacing button while swimming up to speed yourself up a tiny bit. It's not like a huge difference, but you know what? 2 seconds shaved off is 2 seconds that you're not drowning. If the screen goes black, you're not dead. You have, let's say, 3 seconds left. Why the ominous music? I do not think the situation was necessarily begging for that particular tone. And like Subnautica Below, like with Subnautica Below Zero, I hear you there, big guy. With Below Zero, I will do a fair bit of resource grinding off screen. And if you heard that low rumbling, that is a creature that is not presently in my field of view. Sometimes you see them floating out of the water, but not in this case. Let's see. Ooh. And for this little trench leads to bugger all. Now, I'm not going to convert all of this to metal, because there's actually a little trick that requires you to have undamaged or unchanged salvage. We can have one more thing before we go, and since I'm going low on water, you know what? There. Full food and most full water. I'm very well aware. Here, 30 seconds again, me. Yeah, my nose. I hope nobody else watching this has a cold, but misery loves company. If you get sick, I am so sorry. Hopefully it won't be because of me. If I can transmit colds over videos, that's gonna be me unleashing some kind of bad juju on the world by putting this video out. Sure would suck, wouldn't it? Whoop-de.
30 seconds.
There's the 30 seconds I've been waiting for. Apparently, if you're quick enough on the draw with the knife, you can take down one of the boom fish before they get to you, the crash fish. Okay, we're heading up. You see here, 50 meters, traveling at a rate of 10, 12 meters per second, probably. Without holding L1 or without holding L1, it'd probably take about a second or two longer, and we would have been in black darkening, but not death. These are gasopods, and that's why they're called gasopods. Did you just kill a crash fish? Thank you. Take that, you old bastard. I normally don't curse on my recordings, but you know what? I hate crash fish. I do not like them at all. I don't know what in the world would drive that to be an evolutionary feature. You go near their nest, they come screaming at you, and they run at you, and they fly at you, and they just explode. What is the honest point? You know, they hear that one little warning of, ah, and then all of a sudden rush towards you and just, seems to be the stupidest evolutionary trait possible to evolve. No, they sound like they're laughing, and if you look at their face, they look not unlike a gas mask. Don't you get those near me, you stinky bastard. So, face kind of like a gas mask. Yeah.
30 seconds.
They fart out those pods, and it creates a highly acidic underwater environment that drains your health like crazy. Seems to come back just about as quick after a few seconds, but you know, you don't know that. You don't know if you're going to get out of that stuff in time. You got like 2-3 seconds maybe from full health. So it's, oh no, I'm in the gas, dead. And you don't want that. Playing on normal difficulty, I think, is the best possible experience. The hard mode where you only have one life, the permadeath mode, I don't say that's a bad way to play. I just feel I'd rather, you know, if I make a tiny mistake and I don't notice something because I'm otherwise engaged, that is the thing I want to get to. That looks like a face from right here. There's an eye. There's another eye. Oh! Hello, human. You behold the cave of stuff. This the inside of this is lined with quartz and limestone outcrops. So, if we had a compass, we would know where this is. I'm trying to remember if I would have found a second beacon fragment. I would have made a beacon and placed it over near the big mouth of the cave of stuff. But I can't, so that's not gonna amount to anything. trying to think of a good spot to put my metal salvage. Because a creep vine means stalkers. Stalkers love to chew on metal salvage. Let's put 3 of those down there. Looks like they were dancing pretty good. And, and titanium, you need that throughout the entire game. You know, titanium, it's the simple building block of everything. Doesn't matter how much of it you have, you do not have enough. It is as simple as that. And if we have some copper, if I go collect some gold and some red coral, I can whip up a computer chip. Oh, you need copper wire for that.
Continued degradation of the auroras drive through may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Good for you. So I need 2 table coral and a piece of gold. And until you can dive deep enough, gold is kind of not impossible to get, but it takes effort. Sorry, I'm very tired and very sick. Well, not very sick, but like sick enough that I'm unhappy. So build 2 of those. Drop those outside. Where did I set the first one? Here. The heck was that? Oh! I never play the game with sound on, with my earbuds on or headphones on, so I didn't know these things made sound. Color me surprised. Okay, let's collect the table coral. Spin that on the finger. Whoa, whoa. Let's go. And 1 table coral typically yields 2 to 3 pieces, sometimes 4. Like that, please. Give to me the coral. Thank you. So, coral, copper wire, and gold. That equals computer chip. How do I keep forgetting where I put these? I just put them down. Memory, you're not working with me again. And you need to work with me, not against me. 7 chunks. Yeah, that's pretty good. So... okay. Now. Oh. Okay. I'm going to say it was this way to the giant coral tube full of stuff. And now that it's on my mind, we're running low on water. This may be one of the shorter episodes, just for a starter. I might go take a nap. Pretty tired. As I said. Fighting off a yacht here. Failing miserably. Yeah. I could have grabbed a med pack, but you'll note that I didn't because I'm somewhat easily distracted. Well, you know, everyone's got their oh, that is just perfect location. This is just where I want it. Well, if I was going somewhere with something, I don't remember what it was. That's me in a nutshell. I'll be onto something, then and a squirrel runs by. My brain just goes, nope. Okay, copper, check. More copper, I like that. Titanium. Quartz. Quartz isn't something that will be in low supply. It's just something, again, you won't quite have, quote, enough. Okay, put the tools away. Hold L1 and look at the sky, and boom. Whoop. Titanium. So, quartz. It's another building material that you have enough until suddenly you don't have enough. You know, you want to build solar panels, you need quartz. You want to build a hatch, quartz. Now, several things require quartz, and funnily enough, I always seem to have just enough to not finish the project. I can get it started, I can get it pretty close to finished, but at the exact final step, just whoop, back in time to that moment wishing I'd done something of use. Scratching my ear. Okay, so there's not a lot of coral lump, not a lot of outcrop growths on this one. Let's see, I know there's another one of these coral tubes somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, I think I might have to end up cutting the episode short for a nap. I'm utterly wiped. Got no energy left, and I was running on fumes when I started. But when I do finally get the materials to build the computer chip, and thus the handheld fabrication base builder, this is a good spot for my solar panel array on a foundation. And if I can get the thing that I need, the power transmitter, I can place one on the platform, let's call it, and then set one here. The one on the platform will catch all the devices charging, and then the second pylon will catch that energy, and I can then make a chain over to my permanent base wherever I put it. This isn't a bad spot. It's got resources in relatively decent amounts. Problem is, there's a fair bit of wildlife that can move stuff without your permission. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call here real quick.